Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and thank you for clicking on today's video. If you're new to my channel, my name is Haley. Thank you for stopping by. Today it is the second episode of my low buy and minimalism journey series. So last week you guys saw me do a huge closet declutter. I basically got rid of over half of my existing wardrobe and I basically sold it all or I donated it, and now my wardrobe is simplified. I have cleared up so much storage space. I basically got rid of like, I don't know, 3/4 of my hangers. So I'm really excited about that. And ever since I did that huge declutter, I have felt so much better and so much more at peace with my wardrobe, if that makes sense. So today I am continuing the series and I am continuing the declutter, and we are moving on to shoes, accessories, and jewelry. This is the area of my wardrobe that I am probably the worst consumer in, because I literally will go out and buy a brand new pair of shoes even though I don't need them, and bags are definitely my guilty pleasure. So this is going to be a little bit harder to declutter and purge than my clothing was, but we can do it. I know we can, and I am definitely very motivated today to also decrease how much stuff I have in those certain accessories categories. So with that being said, let's get started. So before I jump into the actual decluttering, I want to share with you guys where I have all of my shoes, my accessories, and all that stuff. So this first one is the bookshelf. This is where I keep most of my high heels and my most worn white sneakers. And then this is also the spot that I have most of my handbags and then all of my jewelry. You guys know I have a lot of jewelry. I did an organization video kind of putting these two things together. I don't know how much jewelry I'm going to be purging today. Honestly, I probably won't purge very much because I feel like it's not that bad and I do kind of wear most of it. So unless there's something that I really don't wear often, I'm probably going to keep most of my jewelry. But for the bags and for the shoes, it's a bit excessive. So that's the first spot. And the second spot that I have shoes is in my closet. So this shelving unit up here, this used to be all shoes. And I did do a declutter a few months ago and I got rid of a lot of shoes, but I still have way too many. Down here is another selection of shoes. So this is sneakers, 2 pairs of high heels, but these are more so for like working out. And then I've got some bags on this side. So this is actually full of tote bags and those canvas bags, kind of like this, because I do find that I use those a lot, especially when I travel. So we're gonna go through that bag. I have some designer pieces down here. I've got bags hanging up on the rack over here. And then over in this cabinet, I have more shoes. So yeah, as you guys can see, like, this has absolutely no order, and there's also more over here. But you guys, this isn't even it. I'm about to take you downstairs and I have 4 more shelves of shoes. Those are the ones that I probably don't wear as much as I had hoped I would. So those things are probably going to go. But yeah, let's go see the one downstairs. I'm gonna bring those shoes upstairs in a garbage bag and we are going to sort through everything. Okay, so this is the downstairs shoe cabinet. As you guys can see, my family has way too many shoes, but there are 9 of us living here. So actually 10 of us, including my boyfriend. But these ones are mine. And they're actually quite deep, so they hold a lot of shoes. And I don't need them all. So we're gonna bring these all upstairs and then sort through them. Okay, this bag was so heavy. I'm literally huffing and puffing from walking up the stairs with it. But now I'm going to take out all of my other shoes in my bedroom, lay them out on the floor. I have yet to vacuum my floor since I did that declutter last week, so it's fine if my floor gets a bit dirty. I will vacuum and clean after, but for now I'm going to lay them all out so that I can see them all and figure out which ones I want and do not want. One question that I will never have the answer to is, why do I have so many shoes? It looks like I own a shoe store. This literally takes up almost my entire bedroom. It's very concerning, and I need to get rid of a lot. So when I actually wrote in my minimalism journal / was noting down stuff at 12 a.m., I basically told myself I wanted to cut down my 30 pairs of shoes, which I now realize is way more than 30, into 6 pairs. I'm not sure if that's possible, but we're gonna try. So let's get started. So from my previous video, you guys already know kind of what my style rules are, but just to kind of reiterate those, basically what I'm going to be doing today is, in the shoe department anyway, is figuring out what fits me properly, because that is number one with shoes. I have very small feet. I am a size 5. Sometimes I can fit into 4.5, and so a lot of shoes are actually made only in 5.5 and up, but I still get them anyway. Like, why? Why do I do that to myself? And then down the road, they don't fit me when I want to wear them, so I just put them back in my closet and I leave them be. There is one pair of heels in here from Forever 21 that I loved. It was a size 5. They're very dainty, and I actually walked in them and I semi-broke the heel, but I was like, it's okay. I'll use these for a photo shoot, or, you know, I will be careful the next time I wear them for an event, and I have not worn them since. So those need to go, but things like that, those are pieces that I just know are not worth it, and they don't deserve the space in my wardrobe. So size is number one. The second is looking for the quality of the shoe and what condition they are in. So I've got some heels here where the backs of the heels are actually scuffed up quite a bit. So either if I love them, I can really go and get them repaired. I can try to fix it myself, or they're just going to be trashed because nobody likes a scuffed up shoe, especially if it cannot be fixed. It's not worth it. Might as well go and buy a new pair if it's a serious issue or a big like damage on the shoe, because it's going to cost about the same as getting it fixed anyway. So that's another thing I'm going to look for. And then the next is, do I have too many of this specific style or something similar already? And that is where the difficulty is going to come in, because I do love shoes. I really think they're an art form. I love having a statement shoe with my outfits. You guys know I'm a very simple dresser, so when it comes to making a statement or adding a pop of texture or color, it's in the form of a shoe or a bag. So I need to keep that in mind, but I don't want to have a crazy amount of shoes that all look almost the exact same. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to follow those 3 rules and hopefully it works. So one section in particular that I have a lot of basically the same type of shoe in is the white sneaker category. And white sneakers are my go-to. You guys know I wear them a lot with a ton of my outfits, but I have those ones up here. So I've got white Vans. I think these are the old school version. I have white AF1s, and I have these Italian leather sneakers, which are a bit nicer. And then I have all of these ones. So it's gotten to be too much. I have specific ones that I wear a lot and other ones that I have just had in my closet for ages, or some that I've worn way too much, aka these Zara ones, because they are literally so gross and crusty now. Don't mind the phone. But as you guys can see, there is a ton of creases. They're super dirty. I do have a shoe cleaner, which I can use to clean off any of the ones that are looking a little bit gross. But I don't need this many white sneakers. So we're gonna go through these first and figure out which ones I need to give away. Okay, 1 row down, so I got rid of quite a few pairs. I have some shoes in here that are in really good shape, like these Vans. I think I've only worn them 3 to 4 times, and I bought these with the right intention. I think I got them on sale too, and there was a specific look that I was going for, but now I realize that Vans are not my type of shoe that I wear naturally in a dark color. I do wear the white version, but black for me just doesn't work out. So I have pared it down to these sneakers here. And they're all very different. I think that it's okay for me to have multiple different sneakers because I am a fashion blogger. I need options, obviously, and I'm not gonna have the average person's shoe collection that is like 1 or 2 pairs because it's just not realistic for me. So the first is this 9 West pair that I actually got at the Designer Shoe Warehouse. I really like them because they're not branded, but they are really good quality leather and they're super soft material. I've got insoles in them because they are a little bit big for me, but with the insole it actually fits, and I just love the Velcro strap. So these feel like a really great classic to me, and they're great with trousers and they don't look too casual. The Converse are the dark sneaker that I have that I wear quite often if I do want to wear black. These are for working out and if I want a more sporty look. JR got these for me for Christmas, so these are definitely keepers. And then over here, as I mentioned, I have these PS821 Italian sneakers, AF1s, must-haves, and then I've got my Vans, and then I decided to only keep these chunky sneakers. I don't want to get rid of all of my chunky sneakers because I feel like the trend might come back, and I do still like having at least one chunky option. So this is a recent one that I purchased from Pretty Little Thing, and it is kind of like an ivory / cream color, so it's not like perfect paper white like these ones, but I do feel like these are in the best shape and they're the cleanest, so that is the pair that I chose to do out of my 3 chunky sneaker options. So now we're gonna move on to sandals and high heels, and then we will do boots last. So I'm basically just gonna go through here and figure out what I wear, what I do not wear, and what is kind of like duplicates of each other, and then go from there. Okay, so if I am being honest, doing the sandals and heels was probably the most difficult part of purging my shoes, because I do have a lot of heeled sandals and pointed toe heels and just shoes that I really love, and I do wear just not as frequently as I should be. So I really had to try it on, think about it. You guys probably saw in the time lapse that I was like standing there just thinking about things for a little while, and that's because I didn't want to make the wrong mistake and give away or donate any shoes that I was going to regret giving away, if that makes sense. So now I have pared it down to a small collection, and I'll show you guys more in detail in a second, but basically I have kept the shoes that I know are classics, that are really good quality, that are not too scuffed up or looking tattered that I would need to get fixed, and I got rid of the shoes that were obviously damaged, worse I guess, and the ones that I don't wear as much as these ones, or ones that I feel will go out of style or are not my current personal style, if that makes sense. So these are the ones that I am keeping. I'm pretty happy with the collection. I think it's definitely smaller than what I had before, so that's going to be so much easier for me to actually put in storage and be able to go through and pick when I am putting an outfit together. Okay, so as you guys can see, whoops, the strap was in the shot. As you guys can see, I have a much smaller collection. So I was finally able to get rid of things that I was holding on to for absolutely no reason. The only pair or pairs that I have that are kind of duplicates are these two. So this is a pair from Zara. It's like a suede material, and it's actually a very stretchy strap. I do have a wider foot, so I've had to break in these ones a little bit. They're not the most comfortable, but I am able to wear them for a few hours at a time, and they're really great when I do photo shoots for more minimal outfits. And then these ones are actually kitten heels as well. They're in perfect condition. They're a really nice and soft faux leather material, and I like them because they're very comfortable in this area because of the material, so it doesn't squeeze my foot like these ones do. But these are obviously strappy sandals, so they do wrap around my leg. But what I was thinking when I tried them on was that I could actually cut the string and just have them be tied at the back of my ankle so that they don't actually go up my leg. Because as a petite, it's very difficult to style something like this. It actually makes me look shorter, I think. So I'm going to actually cut this and make sure that it can be tied at the back without looking too much. So that's why I kept these ones. I also really like the knot detail in the front. I think it's really unique. Then the other pair that is kind of similar but kind of different is these crocodile faux leather ones, and then these Bottega lookalikes. So these ones are very classic. I love wearing these. I did have another one that was like a padded quilted material, but I don't wear them enough, so I got rid of those. And then I've got my classic old season Zara white sandals. These are the ones that I think I need to go and get fixed. I'm not sure how they actually fix them, but as you guys can see, there's some marks here. So I'm going to take them to a shoe tailor, is that what it's called? I don't know, and see if I can get them fixed. This one is definitely worse, but overall the rest of the sandal is actually in pretty good shape. So it's basically just that and maybe the toe up here, but yeah, we'll see. And then lastly, I've got 3 pairs of pumps. So I don't wear these types of shoes very often, but I do think it's important to have these classics available in case there is a professional event or something that I would need to wear a pointed toe for. And they are quite high. These ones in specific are actually, I think they're 4.5 inches. So not the most comfortable, but they are a classic. So I just have these 3. This is a pair I got on sale. They're halogen from Nordstrom. I actually cut off one of the extra tulle that was here. There was another layer, so it was like thicker, but I cut it off so it was a little bit more subtle. I have yet to wear these, but I really think they're great for the holiday season. And if I really wanted to, I could probably cut off more so that they weren't so girly and feminine, but we'll see when the time comes to me actually wearing them. And then lastly, for my sandals, oh, I do have another pair here. These are like my clubbing heels. I think it's important to have clear heels. Until I get a new pair, I'm going to keep those just in case. So I have this pair of loafers. I don't wear them super often, but they are a classic, and in the fall I know I might be looking for another pair of these, so I might as well keep them. They're in really good shape, and it's a really nice soft faux leather material from Aldo. These are the ones that I got in Paris, so I think these are also great classics. They kind of remind me of Chanel. And then for, oh, someone's calling me. I'll answer that later. And then for the sandals, I've got these 3 pairs, but I also have some flip-flop sandals downstairs, so I will actually just keep those. And then these are more of my nice sandals that are like stylish and I can put with a more simple outfit. So I'm pretty happy with the collection. It's pretty basic. And now let's move on to the boots. Okay, so this is the pile that I am going to take downstairs to my shoe shelves, because these are the ones that I usually wear for like regular everyday, and I don't really need to have them in my room to model or anything like that. If I do, it's easy enough to go and get them. But basically I was able to squish my sneakers down here. The white Vans I'm going to put downstairs because I don't usually wear those for photo shoots. So these are my more fashionable items, and then also my workout sneakers because I do get dressed in here in the morning. And then all of my boots fit under here now. I think this is a good amount of boots. I do definitely want to get some real leather or faux leather that's like really good quality in some like beige or possibly a new cream color, but that would be an investment. For now, these are the basics that I think are really great for the fall and winter season. So this is white sneakers and boots. This shelf is empty and so is that one. And I was also able to fit, let's see if I can brighten it up in here. So I was able to fit my high heels up here. So I've got 4 pairs on the top. These ones I need to just kind of get some white paint and cover up. And then I was able to fit 5 of my sandals in here. At first, these ones couldn't fit anywhere, but I squished it in, and I feel like it's that's okay because I can just like pick them up and take them out, so it's easy enough to get to. But yeah, basically I'm really happy because now I have so much free space. I've got all of this free, so I'm gonna actually take this out and give it to my sister. I've got these 2 shelves that are free now, and then I also have this bottom area and this area free for use. So now it's going to be moving on to handbags, and I don't think I'm going to do skincare and makeup today, but I will go through my accessories, aka just handbags, and jewelry, and then that's pretty much it for today. Okay, first things first, I'm just going through my summer hats. So, well, I mean, some of these are fall hats too. I only have 5, but I think I'm just going to be getting rid of this one because I have never worn this before. I got it at a brand event last year, and I think the event was actually in the fall time, but still, I don't think that I would be wearing this because it is so dark. This one is actually a Chanel bucket hat from Paris. So it's a really great souvenir piece. It is a little bit big, but I do feel like I could pull off some looks with this in the summer, so I'm keeping that. This is another summer bucket hat. I believe this one is Brixton, and it also is a little bit big, but it is great with my hair down, so I'm going to keep that one. I'm keeping this one. It's just a plain, like a nylon material bucket hat, and then this is my favorite summer hat. So I only took one away, but I think that's pretty good progress. And now I'm going to move on to my bags. So I have less bags here than I thought I actually had, which is great, but I don't need them all. Some of them I have multiple colors in, like this one is actually brand new, and I also have it in black. But there are also some here that I only wear for YouTube videos, so I don't think they deserve to be in my closet. This one is a really, really nice bag, and I love the color, but I don't like the silver hardware, and it does show. Plus, it's a bit uncomfortable to wear on the shoulder because it falls off, so this one is going. Next thing here is a little pouch, but it is labeled with my initials, and I think it's great for traveling because I can put my passport in here and all of my travel documents. I've actually got a passport holder in here and my other wallet, so I'm going to keep this. This one is kind of another duplicate piece that I got at the same time as purchasing this one. They're both from Shein, but this one has a bit more of a rough structure and it's not actually real weaving, so this one is going to. This one is something that I got recently, and it's actually a very bluish white color, which is not showing on camera properly, but I thought I would be able to do more with this, and I just haven't worn it as much as I thought I would. It's also really small. It's not the best quality, so I'm gonna get rid of this one too. This piece here is a gift. It was a Christmas gift from JR, and I actually really like the personalization of this, and I like the unique shape, so I'm going to keep this one. I just want to make sure there's nothing inside. I do this thing, and I've done it all since I was little actually, where I stuff my purses with other things and I just forget about them. That one's good. This is one that I got from Shein, and it reminds me of Chanel, and I really love the shearling on the side, and it's actually really good quality, so I'm going to keep this just in case I still want to wear this in the winter time. It's definitely not a summer bag, so it is going to stay on the shelf. This one is my new one from Aritzia. It's the really nice, kind of like the Medea bags. It looks like a little shopping tote, and I love it, so I'm keeping this one. This is my Tory Burch bag. It is a classic, and I got it on sale, so I think it was 60 to 70% off when I purchased it, and ever since I have gotten compliments on wearing it. I love the gold hardware. It's really great quality. It's real leather, and it actually fits a lot of stuff, so this is a classic that I'll keep. This is a piece from Aritzia. I love this. It's my go-to daily bag. This is something that I use for the beach or if I'm going on a short little trip. However, I don't actually really love this style anymore, plus the handles, as you guys can see, are kind of turning brown, so I think it's time to say goodbye to this one. Next up is this little guy. So I got this one because I really liked the color and I really liked the design. but the only thing I don't like is that the bottom is super flat. So as you guys can see when I'm holding it, it actually looks super flat on the bottom. It doesn't have like the rounded shape, whereas this black one here doesn't look as flat. You guys can't really see because it's blending in, but it actually has a bit more of a relaxed faux leather material. So this one I prefer. This one I haven't worn very often, but I feel like I could. So I'm going to keep this one because I did just buy it and I haven't really given myself a chance to wear it. These two I am going to get rid of. They're not my style anymore. I did love the mini bag trend, but I just feel like it's not me. And now I have this one. So this is a kind of like a Celine look-alike bag. I purchased this, I think it's actually real leather, and it's got a really nice clasp and a red inside. However, it doesn't fit bulky things, so you can really only fit like flat stuff in here, which I don't love, and I also never wear this, so this one I'm saying goodbye to. Next up, I'm going to go through this backpack, which is full of canvas bags, and just see if I really need this many. I think I only kept the good ones when I actually went through here the last time, so it won't be a big purge, but I'll just double check first. Okay, so everything that I'm putting away right now is temporary because I obviously have an abundance of space now. So I'm not 100% sure where these certain things are going to go, and obviously as I go through my room and get rid of more stuff, I'm going to figure out which furniture can stay and which should go. But so far this is what it looks like. I don't love how these ones look. I think they need a dust bag so that they hold their shape and at least look nice on display, or maybe they should just go in a bin. I'm not 100% sure yet, but these ones up here are definitely a bit more organized, and it's a big step from having another row full of bags. So I'm very happy with this, and now I'm going to transfer this stuff to my trunk or ask my mom which stuff she wants first and then put it in my trunk. And then that's pretty much it. I feel like I'm gonna go through a bit of my jewelry now, but there's not gonna be a ton of stuff that I'm getting rid of, but I will obviously update you guys. Okay, so I was actually able to get rid of more jewelry than I thought I would, and the reason why is because a lot of it has actually gone bad, which I'm really disappointed about. So a lot of my majory pieces, which I thought were good quality, have turned completely brown, so they're now this ugly copper color. I don't know if you guys can see this, but like look at this compared to this, for example. So it used to be this color and it has now become this coppery bronze. Whoops. And that's just not okay, and I don't know if this is salvageable. I don't know if I can clean it so that it looks like that again, but I'm gonna keep these maybe in a separate bag because they are quite expensive. This was actually one of my first pieces from them. It's like a sphere choker, and it also turned copper, so that is that. This is another one from Majory, and then the other pieces that I'm getting rid of are just chunky. They're not my style. They're just being kept in there for no reason. I don't need them, so yeah, that's basically why I'm getting rid of my jewelry, but this is extremely disappointing to me, so if you're gonna buy from Majory, just know that before you do. This is what my little jewelry stand looks like now. So I took off all my other Majory pieces that have not become brown yet, and I've put them inside this case. I'm hoping that prevents them from turning brown. You can see that they're kind of already starting to turn, which I'm really confused about, but for the most part, it all looks the same. I just took out a few items, and then the bottom was actually full of those chunky earrings and necklaces, so I just reorganized it, put some more Majory jewelry, and I also moved the brooches and little pendants and stuff that I had here, and I put them in here for protection and stuff like that. So I think it looks pretty good. And now I need to deal with this. Okay, little update for you guys. I actually have this Tiffany & Co. Sterling Silver cleaner. I think it's like $11 at the store. It's called Silver Polish Cream, and I cleaned my necklace. You guys saw this one before. It was brown, and it actually worked, you guys. So it is now back to its original gold shininess. I'm pretty happy about that because that means that I can clean all of my other ones that are looking brown and coppery. And yeah, it's a very easy fix. So if you have the same problem, definitely get this from Tiffany & Co. All you need is a soft cloth, and then you apply the cream, and then you just kind of rub it on the jewelry, and then you rinse it with some water. I like to use a little bit of gentle soap as well, just to make sure that all of the cream is off. But it really works. So yeah. Okay, I thought I would do a little bonus because I've got a whole drawer full of hair stuff that I never use. So I am going to clean out pretty much all of this and only keep the pieces that I know I use all the time, because there is a lot of stuff in here that is just extra that I'm keeping just in case, and that's not the lifestyle that I'm trying to live right now. So let's do this. Okay, so I was able to get rid of some of the colorful scrunchies that I don't wear. I just have my mini brush here. I've got a little handy mirror. Actually, I'm gonna get rid of this because I don't need it in my room. And then I've got two main scrunchies. I'm wearing another one that I usually wear. And then I've got two summer headbands. And then I have these simple cotton ones, which are pretty neutral. So those are good to keep. And then I've got all of my claw clips handy because I use those quite often. Bobby pins. I have some extra makeup clips that you put on your hair when you have done it already so that they don't crease. These ones are good for travel because I've already got some in my makeup kit. And then these are just little scrunchies and hair ties that I use the most. I don't want to get rid of all of them because I obviously lose them all the time. But I'm going to keep the claw clips on the top because I use these more often. And yeah, I was able to get rid of a full bag of stuff. Okay, so just for recap purposes before I close out this video, today I was able to organize and declutter my shoes, my handbags, and also my hair accessories. So I think that's pretty good. I really have been enjoying kind of doing this in a slow process because I feel like I'm more efficient that way. When I organize too many things on the same day or within the same like time span, I guess, I feel like I'm less effective and I just end up giving away a bunch of stuff that I don't necessarily want to give away because I'm just trying to get through it all. So doing things step by step has been really helpful. I definitely recommend that you guys do that too. But next time I'm going to be going through my makeup and my skincare. So I'm going to film that video this upcoming week and post that sometime in the next 2 weeks. But this is where I put my hair stuff. So I've got it down here, easy to pull out, which is good because it's actually where my skincare is and it's right when I walk into the room. And then I've got my other hair accessories and my brush over here, which is good because it's also right beside my daily skincare. These two bottom shelves, this is my camera equipment. These are extra slippers, and then these are just some extra boxes that I'm going to figure out what to do with. And then my body lotion, one of my 1,000 body lotions, because it doesn't fit in the top. But as you guys can see, this is now cluttered again. I did just do an organization video, and this is pretty much what it has become. So it's still pretty clean and organized. Everything is labeled in the right spot, but I do have some extra pieces in the middle that I want to find places for. So that's for the next video. And then I also got rid of a lot of shoes, as you guys saw. So now I have this top two shelves, or these top two shelves available. I was able to consolidate all of my handbags into two shelves. Sneakers and boots are on the bottom. And in my closet, that's pretty much the same. I feel like keeping my Speedy up there is the best solution. And then I've got my backpack. I still have some canvas totes in there, and I do want to keep this just in case I ever need a backpack. My daily wear bag, and then also my fanny pack is just hanging here. I think that's fine. These are some designer pieces, which I'm going to find a spot for soon. I don't want to move this just yet because I'm not 100% sure what I want to do with my storage space. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So I feel like everything is so much cleaner. I was actually able to empty this one out. I think eventually I'm going to get rid of this piece. Either this or that, but I do like this one more, so probably this one. But this also has more makeup in it that I just don't need, so this is for the next video. And we are slowly but surely getting to that minimalist lifestyle. And that brings us to the end of this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this one, and if you did, as always, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below because I post every Monday and Thursday. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you on Thursday.